to understand now is now you're getting to your sense, right?
I've always been in my sense, brother. I've always been in my sense.
Kwanzi ndakati ndiri personal trainer when?
Ndizvo ndakaudzwa kamazviona ndichitaura apa zvikanzi
I heard you. But what I'm saying now is kuti, you see, it's okay to voice an opinion. Kuti, I feel what she's feeling right now, and I understand. You said it all. But she shouldn't come around and trying to find every platform and then say bad things about me. The reason why even Panambipa Masimba and said what I said, it was just a minimum of the things that I wanted. Later we said anyway, not to come on the platform and then try to expose and say things about me.
It's okay, my brother. Don't worry, but style ya maita iye na rasheuka yakaipa inogona kuti munhu aite commit suicide. Ndosaka ndiri kutaura kuti inini zvinhu zvese izvo zvinozouya kwandiri ndozopesa ndagesa and then ozoona vanhu vakuti whatever. Saka let's get to the point, my brother. Mataura nenyaya yematraits ekuti first of all makadana nemusikana here.
Oh, I was getting to know her. I wanted to be in a relationship with her. Yes.
Okay. And when did you split up?
Almost. No, I wouldn't say split up, because if I say I split up, then I'm saying to you with an relationship now. I said I was trying to get to know her so that we can be in a relationship. So there is no really like we're splitting up. But what I realized, like, you know, Sabina, when you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, first of all, you want to get to know the person and see what do you tally, or you have some things in different that is not going to be reconcilable at any given point. So what I realized is that, you know, eventually, like you just mentioned right now, a lot of things that I'm not the kind of person who's going to bring my life out there and be exposing myself and everything that she did, you understand? And I was a person who was trying to be advising and also mentoring in a way a lot of things. I respect your opinion.
When you say that you were getting to know her, yes, you are welcome here, my brother. It's nice to meet you. My name is Sabina Ruiji, aka
Let me remind you. We talked before. Remember, we talked about marketing product. Remember, you forget about Tinashe. We talked about this before, remember?
Oh, bless you, my brother. Maybe because the changu kuziya imese 8 months I'm trying, but I will remember tikasitara but yatingopedza nyaya iri in hand. You're saying kuti we were getting to know this lady, Amaini Dadirai. I see Mimi, you were meant to be moving to Texas together. Do you remember what you were supposed to move to Texas together?
I wasn't moving to Texas with her. I was gonna move to UK. I wanted to migrate to UK.
With who? To who?
I was gonna look for a job in UK for my specialty, what I do over here. So what she did, she offered me a place to stay while I'm looking for a place, because I said I was gonna try if she can help me, because she's in the health sector. So if she can help me to find the kind of specialty that I do in the UK in the health sector.
According to what she said is that you were coming to move in as a partner, and then she spoke to somebody else and you said you are going to move in with a friend. So she was not happy when she spoke to your other girlfriend and you said she was going to move in. You are going to move in with a friend, and she thought you were in love. So that's when she realized you were a player.
Oh no, that's not true.
Okay. So Magaramba Narin, because she said Wakataro, you love her yesterday.
I'm gonna go back again and tell you, Guti, as a person I was getting to try to get to know, there was no relationship. I wouldn't say that I was in a relationship, because the only time that you break up with somebody is when you're in a relationship with somebody. So I wouldn't even say I gotta break up because I wasn't in a relationship.
So why would she think this afternoon that you were in a relationship?
Because she's a good person. I'm not gonna lie about that. She's a good person, but you know, when you're trying to get to know somebody, you give them all the energy about who you are and what you like in a person, and she was confirming to that. Right?
So why was your crew shouting and affecting Dadirai to the point of death? Like
let me clarify things about my crew. I don't have a crew. Okay. I am a supporter of good things in the Zimbabwean community. So whatever was happening on the other side has nothing to do with what was happening in my life, my personal life, as a relationship concerned. So zvaiitika on the other side, it has nothing to do with that. What she did bring about other people who has nothing to do with the relationship or what I'm saying in my life, it was not fair, because she didn't have to bring anybody else. There is a lot of things, Sabina. that when you are in a relationship, you say a lot of things personally to a person that you will never think that they have to disclose to anybody else, because you know what? It's between the two of you. But what she did today, I didn't have to come and justify or say anything to you or anybody else.
What do you think she did today?
She's in pain, of course. She's very emotional. And she thinks that this is how she's going to cope up and feel better about herself. You understand? By going out there and saying in every platform where they're talking about Tinashe. You see, what's so fun about this, Sabina, is just like any other man, as a single person, right? I can go and be in a relationship with anybody else. And the only way I'm being on Facebook and being on the platform where I can talk to anybody in a messenger is because that's the only way I can have communication with anybody. And it's not a crime. I agreed. I said to everybody, yes, I was in the DM for women because I was looking.
What does DM mean, my brother?
Direct message stuff there. So, listen. We're on the floor. It's direct message. It's direct message. It's direct message from Papa Facebook here.
Okay. Go ahead.
You know, I don't understand why I couldn't even send it. The reason why I come on live with Shuka, because there was only a green button, but I can't send it because maybe you're not my friend. I couldn't send a message. I wanted to answer all these things maybe in writing, but I couldn't answer you. But anyway, so that's the thing. And, you know, it's okay. And again, I'm going to say this to you. I apologize.
With what happened, right, before you apologize, with what happened, Iwewe na Rachel, are you dating Rachel, the light-skinned lady in... the one who does lives in Old Mbengele? Are you dating
Rachel is my friend. Rachel, she can talk to me anything. You know what? There are people that you meet in this platform.
Are you dating her, yes or no?
No.
Say what's
no.
it?
No. No, because this... No, you know why I'm Dada Sabina? Because she went off on Rachel for no reason.
Okay.
She went off on Rachel for no reason. There was no reason why. Rachel came and expressed per Facebook, if you bring your story, you're exposing yourself for people to judge and say whatever they want. You have no control over that.
Saka, who brought this story? Who brought this story?
Okay, so here's what happened.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
So what happened is, people were talking about lawyers and stuff like that. And I joked in that, and I wrote that I'm a millionaire. Then before I know it, Masimba put me on live, right? But because I know Masimba from even back home, we talk and stuff like that. So I answered that. My brother Tinashe, just to give you information. Anzi pana mskana pana nesi variku UK, vamakaramba varikurwadziwa, vaikuda sisi vava. Vauya ku inbox kwangu vakati varikukuda. Ndikati nini? But why would she think it's okay? Inini kana ndakarambana naye to come to you as a third person instead of just talking to me? Ndovandaita inini semunhu mukuru ndikati nini? Do you know what happened? Ndezvokuti kwaenda kusabina.
Ndikudzoka, sorry, go ahead.
Ndikati inini semunhu mukuru, what happened ndezvokuti when you start talking to somebody, you like what they're giving you. But eventually when a person now kind of is settled and they begin to project who they are as an individual, you have every right to choose whether you want to pursue this relationship or you just want to drop it. I have no problem.
Did you tell her that you wanted to drop the relationship or she found out today?
Okay, again, I'm going to go back to what I said to you again. You're a detective. I was not in a relationship. Okay?
Okay.
I started distancing myself. I started distancing myself from that. You understand? So, because what I was projecting, what I'm getting from this is not exactly what... You see, I have expressed myself. There's a difference between love and lust. I wasn't lasting over this girl. I was looking for love, which is, long-lasting, selfless. When it's lasting, if I was looking for somebody, I heard the woman was asking you admin wako achitanzi maybe wakatsotswa beg or anything like that. No, I don't. And then there is something that was not significant that she even said when I was earlier on the other platform, Linda. She said something about my kids and my mother. My mother passed away, and you got no right to cross that. And my kids, you got no right to cross that. When I say to you, don't go there.
Okay, before you carry on, right, there's somebody here who said kuti Rachel is your friend, so is Daddy. So why are you treating them different? How are you treating Rachel special and you're treating Daddy nerafu? You say, wait. Is it because Rachel akachuka kunge mango, anzi mango ikachukisa kunze kutaura kuti mukati yaora? Is it because iwo uri kufevhera Rachel kupfuura Daddy? Because wataura kuti shamwari dzako tu sei uri kutsonda Daddy kupfuura Rachel?
Okay, I would advise anybody at this point, right? When it comes to Rachel, please don't mention her name because she has nothing to do with this.
No, Daddy Rai told me, and she said it here.
Because she doesn't. Because she doesn't. In Zwaga Sabina, Daddy at this point, very emotional. What she's looking for is something that can console her to feel better about what she's saying. I'm going to every platform at this point. Anyway, they're talking about Tinashe right now. Sabina, what is so special about me? Once go you understand?
Ndakatofunga kuti uri personal trainer because wakasumudza yathik. I was going to put but I'm going to be
No, but Shinzo Sabina, what I'm trying to say, jokes aside and stuff like that. At the same token, people need to realize, I didn't come out there to bash, that at any given point, and Dina, I didn't do that. You understand? I came there and I said I was answering a snip of what what's his name, Masimba asked of that nurse. Here she came and she said good things. She said, in Tinashe, atiskurwa tili born. That should have been the end of the story. Would be having this.
Say was short papa taura kuti I'm Tinashe's girlfriend indeed.
Honestly, I didn't even say anything. I was sitting over there in Seka because there are people who are sitting here right now who wants to hear that.
But iwe unoziya kuti uri kuramba musikana akanaka uchida kudana nemango.
Sabina. Okay, let's talk about something. Let's move.
Unoziya kuti at the end of the day, Tinashe, after this call, when you promise me kuti uchamufonera direct and apologize and just write on my wall because atidutaura nevarume vanhu kuti Sabina, I've apologized. Please, that's all I want.
No, I really don't have. I really don't have a problem with that, honestly.
Okay, saka inini ndikupedza live in about 15 minutes. Takupa Tinashe kuti ataure the whole thing, and Tinashe, please, can you promise us kuti uchafonera Daddy motaura mega, please?
No, definitely, I'll do that.
Okay, so, Saka, please say your point and then Tovara.
Okay, here's the story, guys. I want you to understand, Kuti. I'm not this arrogant people that have been talking about, right? And it's very blessed in my life, how I've been where I am right now in any given point. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Go ahead. Okay, I think he was trying to say something. I'll try and add him again. Okay, the good thing is that I think it was spiritual. The good thing is that Tinashe ataura kuti zveshua acha apologize kunechi kunemskana mukadzi wake wekutanga handiti, and then mukadzi wake wechi2 Rachel achaza apologize or foot, and then mukadzi wake wechi3 Taterishas. God, sorry, iwe uda kuramba vakadzi ava, iwe usi kuona kuti ichi chitsukiso chiri kuSouth Africa ita vakadzi tu iwe ndosaka vana magaya vari muproblems.
Sabina,
it was your platform, and then
what happens to people who like people for the way are intellectually challenging, right? We can have a conversation, and that's exactly where we are, right? So what I'm saying is, Inini, I respect her. And the whole concept of thinking, in America, UK, and we're trying to have a relationship, two imperfect people trying to make everything right, it's all good. Inini, I didn't have to explain myself to anybody today. I was single. I was in people's DM because that's the only platform I can be able to talk to people, right? I meet people on the social media, which is the only platform that I began to be. And everybody was asking me, what do you have? Who are you looking for? And stuff like that. And I did explain what I was looking for, right? I am in a relationship. I respect the person.
Tinashe, please just wait there.
Pane
munhu but Sabina, you're not being fair, sis. Watukadadirai tuko murume uyu. Varume are being abusing women emotionally. I understand what you're saying, but you need to understand kuti dadirai ndiye asina kunzwisisa kwamukoma masimba, ndiye aburitsa zvinhu. Ndikutaura chokwadi Tinashe kuti dai asina kuenda palive dai tisiri kumboziva kuti kuna Tinashe.
You are very right, 150%.
Thank you.
Because once you went
kufunga conspiracy theory, which is with paranoia.
And here's another thing. That Rai is a consultant. She is a third-party person who is telling her. Because there were moments that she even said, oh, Tinashe is controlling. Or
okay,
Tinashe No, we don't do that. No, that's a lie. You see, that's what I'm saying to you. She needs to stop saying stuff like that.
And then iwewe ukamudza kuti Loveness akufonera akakudza kuti uda kurora dadirai masibanda iwewe uda kurorere
dadirai masibanda. But okay, if you're asking me a question, right, and you want me to tell you, okay, I've known Loveness over 10 years ago. And there is nothing that I would, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep Loveness privacy out of this conversation because it has nothing to do with bearing.
Because can also keep a Loveness out of this, it means Loveness.
No, Andina, and she's lying. And I'm not going to say that.
Let's move. Loveness akambokudze kuti uda kurora iye dadirai sibanda wakaramba kurora.
But let me ask you something. No, Sabina.
Yes
Sabina,
or no?
No, please. Let me just be relevant here. Let's be relevant. Please, let's not bring other people who has nothing, no bearing to this conversation. I'm very serious. No. But Sabina. I know.
Go ahead, sister. Yes, brother. Sorry. Daddy.
You just call me.
Daddy. I normally speak to women now.
But Sabina, let me tell you something. We don't want to incorporate people who have nothing to do with this conversation. You said it right. You said it right. There's 2 people who are involved in this. You have 213 people who wants to hear exactly what Tinashe is about and what Dadra is about. So let's not bring any other person who has nothing to do with this. You understand?
If you can clear them out.
But here's what I'm saying. I said no, they're cleared. None of that crap that she was saying has any bearing to this relationship. She needs to leave that. She needs to stop that. So yes, she's lying. She needs to stop that.
Okay, go ahead.
You understand? She needs to stop that because you know what? Any of these people right now, in Loveness is my brewery, and I don't want to mind. I have nothing against her. And all other people that she was naming over them. She needs to really stop. You want me to go and apologize? I'm going to apologize for what she thinks I did to her. You understand? But she cannot come over here and bring and incriminate any other people for things that has nothing to do with them.
Anzizvo wangori mu-inbox machiedza recently.
Okay. Yes, no, yes. What? And?
What were you doing in my inbox?
Okay. Are we still relevant to this story right now?
Really? Hard time dadirai. Saka tuda kuona
kuti
Saka wainyenga
ndakanyenga vanhu hobo because I was single.
Kwakamudzire chidadirai kuti usataure naSabina iwe ndisingakuzivi.
Are you serious, Sabina? Honestly, like you tell me right now, even when you're looking at me, I told you I was trying to remind you about where we had a conversation, me and you. Takataura about marketing, we're talking about marketing strategy, we're talking about everything else. Remember that day when you were telling me, Tinashe, you have knowledge about marketing, and we're talking about all other things, and you told me about how you do the personal training. Why would I even tell you? You have nothing against me. Why would I even talk about you?
Thank you. No, just asking. Trungobvunza kuti zive kuti ari kutaura chokwadi neari kunyeka. Inini kakutaura chokwadi vanhu vamwari handisi kusaidhira Tinashe panguva inoyi. But Tinashe hapana chaakanganisa pakuti live yaitwa namukoma Masimba havana kutaura kuti ndidadirai, vangotaura kuti ndinesi. Saka dadirai ndiye auya akati mukoma Masimba watumwa naRachel. Rachel haana kutaura ipapo kuti Rachel ari kudanana naTinashe, but inini kuinbox azondiudza confirm kuti Rachel ari kudanana naTinashe. Handiti apa ndiri kungoona munhu akangofunga kuti uyu Tinashe ari kudanana Rachel, saka andiudza izvozvo kuitira kuti ndivenge Rachel. Okay, let's make this clear. Andiudza kuti Tinashe unodanana naRachel.
But let me ask you something. You see, when a person is single, right, and the only platform where you can meet, even kind of my dating sites, right? Is this popular that a person anyenga munu and it becomes so wild that people wants to know why unyenga ningina
ningi? Zvaiitika, yeah, the new kid on the block, make use of it. Okay,
so my point is this, I don't have to explain this. I love you, Sabina, because you know what? You're being prospective. You're really looking at every side of the story. First time when you were talking to Eka, I was sitting back and I was listening. Like I said to you, and in a way of texting you, I don't know why, because you're not my friend, but I was boiling in there when I hear things that was being said. But right now, I realize she's going on every platform making this her story.
This guy has not refused Kuti is a player, and he hasn't really refused from the word go, am I judge?